shit for? Yeah, I ain't doing a thing for. Fuck is you saying? Boy, you know how I went through with that bitch?
Body was salty. I gained a little weight. Because I signed my deal when I was 21, when I had just turned 21. Actually, I wasn't even 21 yet. I was 20, about to be 21, when I signed my deal. And I was just having money and, like, living a whole new life, eating out. I know I'm a foodie, so now I have the funds to, like, feed this foodie in me and stuff. So I gained a little weight. And everybody on the internet was calling me bad body and stuff. So I feel like that played a role. I started being a little insecure about my body, I guess. And, yeah, people were saying...
All right, so listen to this one. James Fishback, a Republican running for governor in Florida, is making headlines for a very specific tax idea. It is a so-called sin tax. And yes, it's exactly as strange as it sounds. Now, this would tax OnlyFans creators 50% of their income. Fishback says it's a moral stand, part of a plan to fund schools and make lunches healthier. But here's a small detail. He has zero political experience and no actual legislation written yet. But still, he claims taxing adult content creators would help the state. Not surprisingly, the internet had some thoughts. OnlyFans star Sophie Rain, who says that she's made around $99 million on this platform. She fired back saying, "This is so dumb. Don't call me out. God knows what I do. This is not a sin." As of now, there is nothing officially on the books. No bill, no framework, no details on how this would even work. So what do you think about this? Is this a serious policy idea, or is it just a headline-grabbing stunt that's going nowhere?
Things you're gonna have to get used to if you want to date a white girl. So many of you guys have asked, how do I get a white girl? So I'm gonna show you. My qualifications, I'm a white girl. You're gonna have to get used to walking into people's houses without knocking. Trust me, it's not rude.
It's actually rude if I have to come and open the door.
Yeah, true.
You're gonna have to get used to white people food, okay? Like butter, bread, tuna with apples, or hamburger helper, crowd favorite.
If it's sunny outside, we're gonna be tanning, and don't ask what's in our Stanley Cup.
You better show up to the party on time, if not early, okay? Because when the party ends, that's when it actually ends.
Actually, maybe even before, because it gets boring.
Yeah.
Get used to inappropriate conversations, because over here we talk about everything. There's no boundaries.
No, we love to overshare.
Everything.
You better get one of these at your house, because there's always someone that does one of this.
We don't have grandparents. We have mimas, papas, or if you're like my niece and nephew, they call my mom Pumpkin.
I hope you like country music, because we do.
Oh, and another thing, not all of us are rich like the movie show, okay? A lot of us live in trailers, and that's okay. Don't be scared.
Okay, any other hot takes?
Yes. Gin ick. Okay, if you wear Young LA, odds are you're someone's gym crush. You're probably hot. But if you wear the Batman or the Superman line, no, that is disgusting. Do not wear that. I'm a big Young LA fan, but those lines need to die. They need to be burned and die.
So why is it not okay to wear Spider-Man or Batman?
Have you seen the Young LA line? It's pretty bad. Do you wear it? Did I just hurt your feelings? Or
No, it's
okay.
I just wear this shirt. I only wear this shirt.
Do you ever wash it?
No. So other than those lines, then it's hot.
Yeah, then it's hot. Well, if you're like wearing Young LA, like you're shredded, you're someone's gym crush, like you're pretty fit, you've been lifting for a little bit. But if you wear like the Superman or the Batman line.
So is it because you don't like the shirt design, or it's because you don't like guys that like Superman or Batman?
It's because the shirt design is bad.
Oh, okay. So the guy can have hobbies.
Yeah, you can have hobbies.
Just not ugly shirts.
Just not if ugly shirts are your hobbies, change it.
You know you fine when a man tries to get at you right in front of your mom. Today at Walmart, this YN walked up to me and said, "How many boyfriends you got?" I said, "Enough." My mom goes, "None." Then as we were standing there, she was like, "You think he's a hoe?" I didn't answer right then because I didn't want to embarrass this man. But when we got a little ways away, I said, "Of course he's a hoe. He hit on me right in front of my mama."
Well, he was confident that was for shizzle.
For shizzle.
What?
I just feel like it was the perfect time. That's all it was. Me and Pops, we had, a sit down, a conversation. And I just felt like, coming out, working with a legendary coach, being Ronnie Shields, of course. He got plenty of great fighters in the past and still got great fighters still to this day. So not even just the coaching, but the fighters in the gym as well. You got Vito Melanecki, Justin Pardo, my boy David. It's a whole bunch of guys here that I could just build and learn from.
How painful, how difficult was that conversation with the father?
It really wasn't that difficult. You know, when we two grown men, it's just a conversation. No business big. We just talk. Just how many you talking right now? Wasn't nothing to it.
Yeah. Garcia, I want my belt. I want my belt. Keep my belt warm. September, let's go. Any day of the week, twice on Sundays. 10 rounds easy. Garcia, you're next. Keep my belt warm.
A nigga was fucking with my girl and shit, and she kept telling me about it. You know what I'm saying? And like a man, I approached the nigga and shit. I bat the fuck out of him. We go to fighting and all this shit, and somehow we end up in some gunplay. You know what I'm saying? Shout at the nigga and shit, boom. The nigga take off, boom. But this bitch ass nigga went call the police on me. Police came, took me to fucking jail. I'm bragging. We in the day room, nigga. I'm bragging about what I did to this nigga. Cause I'm protecting my household, my girl and shit. Muslim niggas was listening and shit. He pulled me to the side. He said, man, youngster, come on, let me holler at you. I said, what's up? He said, so you that nigga, huh? I said, yeah, I'm that nigga. He said, yeah, I heard about you and shit. You went and put them hands on that nigga and shit, shot at the nigga and shit for fucking with your girl. He said, but I just got one question for you. I said, what's that, old school? Who protecting her now? It hit me so hard, I damn near ran to the phone, nigga.
Oh, man.
You did all that, but who protecting her now?
Perspective. That's real. Damn.
So you gotta think, homie. You gotta think, man. Is it worth it? It's not. It never is. Look at my homie Big Meech.
Baby, I'm tell you right now, I don't give a fuck how you ask. I'm in the buying flights, buying ice and buying bags. I'm in the flipping bricks, you act right, you getting shit. Man, your friend keep looking at me like that, man, fucking she getting hit. I'm just playing.
Talk, please. I'm gonna talk about. I hate this nigga.
I ain't even say shit.
It happened, but I was blackout drunk. I didn't even know what I was doing. Why are you throwing us away over a stupid mistake?
You chose to put yourself in that situation. Alcohol is just the excuse you're using to avoid accountability.
Are you seriously doing this? It was one meaningless night. We have years of history together.
I'm not throwing away 3 years. I'm saving my next 30. Length of time doesn't excuse a lack of character.
You pushed me to this. You're emotionally unavailable and always working. I was vulnerable and just needed an emotional connection.
The fact that you're blaming my career for your infidelity shows me exactly who you are. You're a liability.
I was honest with you. I could have lied. You're going to destroy us over your fragile ego?
That's selfish honesty. You confess to relieve your own guilt, and it's not ego. A man with options simply doesn't tolerate disrespect.
You never even loved me if it's this easy for you to walk away.
Stop playing the victim in a situation you created. I value my peace more than this drama. Good luck.
Celebrity crush. Oh my gosh. So my celebrity crush, I thought was my celebrity crush until last night, till I found out how tall he was.
Oh no.
Yes, I was really upset.
Oh yeah. Who is it? I know who you about to say.
But my new celebrity crush, I'll say it. I don't mind. Like, I don't know him. Aldous Hodge. I thought he was taller than what he was. I found out he was low key like.
Aldous Hodge.
The actor. He's the actor.
Lori.
No.
That's the name.
At what point do you take the rubber off with your girl?
Damn.
Yeah, I know you all do it, so let's be honest here.
Oh, I'm answering? Y'all crazy. With my girl, first day.
You got a kick out of that one.
I mean, if that's your girl, second's 8. So not say by the second, no later than the third.
Well, how's that better than the first? He did a day of rubber. That's not no decent.
Sure, I'm sure I'll be speaking to him very soon, as we do have a Ryan fight coming up.
Who would that be against?
Not sure yet.
Okay.
Not sure yet. I'm hoping it's Devin Haney.
Yeah, that would be the big one.
I think that'll be the biggest fight out there for both guys. It's an opportunity for Devin Haney to obviously get revenge and vindicate himself. But for Ryan, it'll just put it'll just put a stamp on his legacy once again. What he did the first time around will obviously justify, that he was ready and a better fighter the second time around.
Again, when we spoke in October, things weren't great, but then he had the fight in February, and it seemed like things were great, that fight week and whatnot. How are things between you and Ryan these days?
We're actually cool.
Okay.
We're actually cool. I have, look, like I said, I mean, I don't take anything personal with fighters, and I don't fall in love with fighters, and because they'll break your heart. But when there's business to be done, hey, I'm right there, making sure that I want to get the best, the biggest purse for my fighters. I want to make sure that my fighter is taken care of, and we're taken care of. So that's all that matters to me. I'm building Golden Boy as a brand. That's my love.
Have there been talks with Team Haney about making this fight yet?
No, there hasn't been
Okay.
any talks whatsoever. So we're hoping by July we have a fight in place here in Las Vegas at the T-Mobile, most likely, or maybe even the Allegiant Stadium. But those talks will start very soon.
And when you say by July, do you mean the fight would happen in July or it'd get finalized in July?
Yeah, it could happen in July.
Okay, amazing.
Could happen.
All right, man. We in the building, man. Shout out to Felicia. Bye, Felicia. Black Jericho salute, man. We ain't got no boxing coming on this weekend. No good boxing coming on this weekend, man. Hold on, man. No. Hold on. I just froze for some reason. My bad, y'all. I don't know what's going on. Hold on. I don't know what's going on. Hold on. I'm trying to look up the schedule, so give me a second. All right, let's look up this schedule. See what we got going on this weekend. Whatever, I don't even care. Probably ain't nothing good, no way. So let me look it up. I mean, I'm trying to look up the boxing schedule. I know NBA start today. Probably ain't NBA playoff start today, so probably ain't nothing good coming on right now. Y'all know what's going on right now with this shit. Man, I miss my Brave browser, bro. I don't hate Chrome, but I don't like Chrome for this. Give me 1 minute. Let me see what we got going on. I don't know why I won't let me use Brave no more. Oh, you got Ben Whitaker fighting tonight. I didn't know this motherfucker was older than David Morrell. Jason Maloney fighting in Australia. Lawrence O'Callaghan fighting on the Zone. Him and I don't know if these two different cards, because O'Callaghan fighting in France. Then it is Ben Whitaker, Peter McGrail, Joe McGrail, Molly McCain is fighting in Liverpool, and Lawrence O'Callaghan is fighting Tony Yoka, the Juice Man. Oh no, that's next weekend. My bad, y'all. That's next weekend. Today is only Ben Whitaker on the UK card. So I know y'all. I mean, y'all like Ben Whitaker. I don't know who the fuck he fighting though, but then next weekend there's all them other fights I said. Jarrell Miller is fighting in Vegas next weekend. Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. is fighting next weekend on TV as Tekka. Scott Nicholson is fighting 29th on Wednesday. Then you got Gilberto Ramirez and David Benavidez fighting Cinco de Mayo. I mean, I don't really give a fuck about that. A newlywed Junto Nakatani. I'm gonna watch that. And yeah, ain't really shit going on. Yeah, ain't no good fights. So, But yeah, we here, man. So we're gonna talk about Conor Benn got a deal. You know, Shakur was on there with Garfield, the coke sniffing cat. AJ ducking Wilder. I told y'all, man, I can read somebody's energy, bro. Like we could start off there because I'm not gonna be long on that. You can read people's energy, bro. Like his energy, no matter what they say about Wilder and how they have an issue with how Wilder was moved and all this shit. Wilder was a dude who was washing dishes and working at like Red Lobster and 3 other jobs. And people will get mad and talk about how he can't fight. Neither can fucking Joshua. Joshua can't fucking box neither. He just looked more textbook. I keep saying that shit. Eddie Hearn is a used car salesman. You can't believe shit he say. And at this point, other than just being a pilgrim, Eddie Hearn is a hating piece of shit. I keep telling y'all that. He's a hating piece of shit. And I told y'all, he's talking about we'll take the Wilder fight. Man, you can tell when Wilder walked up on Joshua after the Chisora fight, you can tell what time it was. You can tell what time it was. Hold on. Is my muted again? Oh, I thought I was muted. I'm good. All right, man. This browser is just a piece of shit when it comes using this service. But here we go. Took all day to load this. Sorry, I don't know what's going on, man. Yeah. Chrome fucking sucks, bro. Eddie Hearn says Joshua deal skips Wilder and comeback. I ain't read the article. I just seen it, and then now it's not loading. Like, bro, come on, Google Chrome, bro. This has got to be a fucking joke. And this is the thing why I don't really like fucking Google Chrome, because it don't have an ad blocker on this motherfucker built in. It doesn't have a fucking ad blocker, and it's one of the most trashiest things ever, dude. That's why I like using Brave. Brave don't allow all this shit. I don't give a fuck about your ads, honestly. They put all these ads and they want you to watch them. I don't care about them. Jesus Christ. But yeah, Brave, if you use a good browser, bro, Brave is like the best when it comes to privacy. I'm gonna have to switch to Firefox, because Firefox is good too. So, and that's why it's moving so slow, because it want to load all these weak ass ads. So he says, AJ has said to me, I will fight Wilder and Fury back to back. Hearn said to Talk Sports. Okay, he said that. The deal that we have been offered is not Deontay Wilder and mine. The powers that be don't want us to take that kind of fight. So basically, he's saying the powers that be don't believe, and probably the Saudis don't believe that, AJ can beat Wilder. They want to be able to secure the Tyson Fury fight. And, at the end of the day, man, guess what? If they really want that Tyson Fury fight so bad, y'all put the Wilder fight together, and then y'all can come spin the block at that. This is bullshit. Eddie Hearn don't want that Wilder fight. Anthony Joshua don't want that Wilder fight. I keep telling y'all, you can. I don't know, man. A lot of y'all don't have the social skills, but you can read people's energy. And when this energy is next to Deontay Wilder, I ain't even saying that we should even want to see the fight at this point. I'm gonna be real. I mean, I think AJ will send his wig to the upper room, but then AJ too, he ain't got no punch resistance left too. And, Tyson Fury gonna beat the fuck out of AJ. Tyson Fury gonna beat the hell out of AJ. You see what happened with AJ and Daniel the Boys, and I get it when y'all got somebody that y'all like. Y'all forget. Y'all think because he beat Fake Paul that he back. Man, Daniel the Boys was using him as a Swiffer mop to clean up the blood and the sweat from they fighting previous fights on the canvas. He mopped the floor, and Daniel the Boys ain't no world beater neither. This the same guy who got beat by a jab. He got beat by Joe Joyce's jab. Joe Joyce never touched the world title. He got beat by a jab. He got stopped by a jab. This the same dude. This the same dude who mopped AJ. And they try to make it seem like it's a difference between AJ and Deontay. Why, man, AJ just looked more technical. AJ ain't shit neither. I keep telling y'all that shit. Look at the way he talked. He talked like he got a dildo up his ass. You know, he talked like he bat on both sides of the plate. Matter of fact, that nigga bat on the other side of the plate if we want to keep it a bean. He probably bat on the other side of the plate, bro, to keep it real. I guarantee you that, bro. I guarantee you that nigga bat on the other side of the plate. He probably don't even switch hit. He just bat on the wrong side of the plate. He get those vibes, bro. You don't fuck no bitches, dog. That nigga don't fuck no bitches, dog. You can look at his energy, bro. Even when the girls be looking at AJ when he was with Wilder, or not Wilder, or the bitch was looking at him with Wilder, or even when he was with Floyd Mayweather, he don't even look like a nigga that fuck with hoes, man. Am I wrong? Somebody tell me I'm wrong, bro. He don't even look like a nigga that fuck with the hoes, man. He don't, bro. He look mad uncomfortable when the hoes come around. This nigga 30-something, 6'6". Nigga be panicking. Nigga be looking stiff around the hoes, man. I told y'all when Wilder run up to him and called him a bitch, he called him a bitch. He said, "Stop acting like a bitch." Look at AJ. Look at AJ demeanor. Even when Fury called him out, trying to look like Imperial and shit, trying to sit there and look like he on some boss shit. Well, I don't really do the talking, and I've never done. Shut the fuck up, nigga. Like, shut your bitch ass up. I don't really do all the talking, and man, nigga, you want to fight or don't want to fight? That's my thing. He trying to make this he trying to milk this shit, man. You want to fight or you don't want to fight. But like I said, I told y'all, man, Eddie Hearn and them, they never liked that fight for him. Even with Wilder being in the position that Wilder in, bro, he ain't built like that, man. He ain't built like that. That's the only time I'm really spending on that. He ain't built like that. He ain't built like that. So, but then we had Shakur Stevenson, and shout out to Mr. Claus for sending me this. So we had Shakur Stevenson. He stepped in there with Garfield the coke sniffing cat, and they did an IG live or some shit like that. And this was good journalism. I'll give him that. This was a good interview. I feel like there was a good interview. I'm trying to pull it up now, but this was a good interview. I can't deny it. This is how you grill somebody, but keep it tasteful and shit like that. And of course he mad. He just think he can do what Floyd Mayweather do, and just say you the best, and people just say, "Oh, he the best." And anybody that watch boxing know that Floyd Mayweather ain't the best. You don't get a bang for your buck when you watch the nigga fight. The entertainment value not there. He didn't fight the top black fighters in his career. And I got into it with a boxer about that shit. Like, y'all can say what y'all want to say. Y'all can say what y'all want to say, and you can have your opinion. I ain't really tripping on it. But, somebody, my man, what my man's name? Kid Bud be like, "Oh, you be hating on Boots." I was like, "Well, how am I hating? Tell me when I'm telling a lie." Tell me when I tell a lie about the nigga, man. Like, I'm not hating. I don't dislike the nigga. Like I think he a good boxer, but man, what Boss Man D-Lo said, I see it with us, bitch. I see it with us. We all know what I'm saying is truthful, bro. And on the unfortunate fact about it, even if he get in the blender with Xander and he blasts Xander, ain't nobody gonna give him credit. I'm gonna give him credit. For sure. I'm gonna give him all the credit in the world. I'm gonna give him all the credit in the world, but at the same time, We already know if he beat Xander or Xander beat him, it ain't gonna be the same. It ain't gonna be the same effect. But then it's the same nigga who went over there and he went to go kiss Mexican's zaddy ass and Canelo Alvarez. He went to kiss Mexican's zaddy ass. That's why I be telling y'all when these niggas be doing hoe ass, coon ass shit, bro, the way he did. And man, nah, fuck that, man. They don't deserve the black protection. And I keep telling y'all that. But if he beat Xander, he deserved that credit. He deserved that credit. And that's how I feel. I think he definitely deserved all the credit in the world. He got a valid name on his resume. And you know, is he quite pound for pound? No, I think the only way he can get on the pound for pound list with one fight at 154 pounds is by beating Sebastian Fondor. I don't even think Virgil Ortiz put you on the pound for pound list. You know, I mean, he ain't never had a world title. I mean, I'm just keeping it a bean. But that's just my opinion about it. But, you know, everything went to move slow today, which is crazy, bro. Chrome sucks. So I'm trying to pull this up for y'all, but hold on. Everything went to move slow, which is wild. So give me a minute. This is why I avoid using Chrome on computer base because it's trash. Oh, shit. They caught y'all boy, too. They caught Daniel Kinahan. That was a wild thing about it. I ain't never think they was going to catch Daniel Kinahan, but they caught his ass. I'll speak about it in a second. So I don't know, man. So hopefully we can pull this shit up. But I ain't gonna lie, since Elon Musk took over X, it's been fairly hot trash as far as on the technology. It crashed all the time. But you know, let's go. We finally got it pulled up.
Be fair if I push you on something.
Pause.
If you can make 147, make 147. You can make 147 against Conor. That means you can make the weight. So if you can make the weight, then why not fight, take their belts, fight Ryan, and fight Devin at their weight?
Because once again, I'm not a 147 pounder. I'm actually a lot smaller than them guys that's fighting at 147 pounds. So I get it. I understand what you're saying. But what I'm trying to understand is, and I answered your question, answer mine. Why am I the only fighter that y'all want to fight at 135, 140, and 147? Why do I got to fight 3 different weight classes for everybody else satisfaction?
Yeah, okay, check this out. I can only speak for myself. The only reason why is, number one, I would want to see you against Ryan. I would want to see you against Haney. And I think I pretty much know the answer against Conor Benn after the Procreate fight. But I still would like to see that fight. With how spectacular you are, bruh. With how spectacular you are, I really, 135, I just know you're going to look even more spectacular. I know what Lomachenko can do at featherweight, but you really saw where he was at lightweight, right? Duran fight at middleweight and all those things. Now, I don't want you to rush to 147, not at all. Speaking for myself, 140 is the sweet spot. But the smoke, a lot of the smoke is at 147. You get what I'm saying? But that's just from my perspective. The only reason why is because you're so fantastic of a fighter.
Okay, but no disrespect, right? Why are you not asking Inoue to fight at 122, 126, and 130?
He should fight at 130.
No, he shouldn't fight at 130. What do Inoue got to do with what do Inoue got to do with this conversation? Did Inoue come out and say that, you know, I jump up to 126 and I'll fight Rafael Espinoza, or I don't know, I won't say Espinoza, or he'd jump up to 26 and fight one, or let's just say it was a Conor Benn at 126 that brought a lot of fucking money. Let's say Leo Santa Cruz popped up in that motherfucking, I'll fight Leo at 126 and then come back down to 122. No. That's that feminine energy. That's what bitches do. That's what bitches do. You ever notice when they had them debates with them niggas on them podcasts, and they get defeated in the but men do this, but men do that. That's what he just did. That's the bitch shit. You like I said before, y'all be trying to use the race card when you can't use the race card. Right here, you can't use the race card. Because you said I will go up to 147 for Conor Benn. You said that. You said that. Right? You said I go up to, and people say, okay, you go up to 47 for Conor Benn. Right? Cool. Why not fight Ryan Garcia? Why not fight Devin Haney? Then it started saying being rehydration clause, 144 pounds. You ain't did the shit that Inouye done done. Like, right, bro. You ain't got to win on your resume better than what he did with Fulton. You ain't got undisputed. I think he's done undisputed twice. I could be wrong on that. What are we talking about? How many weight classes has that man climbed? And not to mention you, the dude who was squeezing down, fighting smaller guys. You always been the bigger guy. He's always been the bigger guy. Maybe not when he fought Edwin De Los Santos, and we've seen what happened when he fights somebody his size. He get on his bicycle, he get on his fucking Debo beach cruiser, and that motherfucker get on a dirt bike. He not built like that, bro. He built like a female, bro. Just listen to the well. You don't. Nobody asked for this nigga to move up and fight Conor Benn. Nobody was like, oh man, Shakur Stevenson. Nobody was saying Shakur Stevenson need to go to welterweight. Shakur Stevenson volunteered himself to go up and fight Conor Benn. He even said, I go up to 154 pounds and fight Conor Benn. Then he be talking. This nigga not good, bro. I keep telling y'all that, dog. He just has physical. When he got somebody that's his size or bigger, like Edwin De Los Santos, you see what happened, bro. Pedestrian. He's a pedestrian fighter. This nigga started running. And anytime somebody talk about him being this flawless, perfect fighter, they never bring up they never bring up that fact.
I used to think that, but nah, I don't think so. I mean, I will go there for the right fights. Like, I just watch Conor Benn. I like Conor Benn too. No disrespect to him. Tough. But I will fight him at like 154. What? I told you for the right.
Nigga just be lying. He just be talking. And then when somebody call him out on this shit, he wanna look at Garfield face. Like, nigga, you full of shit. I got a little bit more respect for bro. Cause niggas really seeing like he not who he see. He not this pound for pound fighter. He not this great fighter, bro. He just a nigga that's doing the Floyd Mayweather. He just say I'm so great and people just believe it. He not watch the performances. No great fighters putting you to sleep on a consistent basis, bro. You get bang for your buck when you watch Sugar Ray Robinson, Sugar Ray Leonard, Joe Louis, Muhammad Ali. Even when you watch younger Mayweather, you get bang for your buck. He young, but do you get bang for your buck watching, bro? Absolutely not. You want a refund and you stream that motherfucker. You want a refund and you stream that shit. You like, man, nigga, I wasted about 60 minutes of my life watching this nigga. The most exciting thing you hear is the announcer. And still, you be like, man, nigga, I stayed up for this shit. He is full of shit. You trying to compare yourself to Inouye. Inouye never was calling out certain guys at 126 and because it was a payday, maybe because it wasn't an available resource. So I feel you on that. But yo, you called this shit. I niggas like, all right, you fight Conor Benn. And you want to know why he won't fight Conor Benn at 147? And he really won't do it because once he fight Conor Benn at 47 and when he win, people gonna want to say, hey, you got to fight Devin Haney. Go fight Devin Haney. And they paint this narrative that he getting ducked. It's a narrative that, hey, man, they ducking bro. They ducking, bro. And ain't nobody ducking this nigga, dog. Nobody ducking him. It's nothing to duck. You ain't gonna get hurt. If you fight him, ain't nobody gonna be hurt. He had T.O. dead to rights. He had a racist Joey Gonzalez who was racist towards him because he was giving his sister the 2-pump special and he did not hurt him. He is like fighting Shakur Stevenson. There's no fear. There's no fear, so there's no reason to duck the nigga. Like, ain't nobody ducking him, bro. He just saying this as a promotional tool. They saying this as a promotional tool. But ain't nobody ducking him. The nigga boring, bro. Name me the best fight he had versus the Nakatani dude, the Asian cat that he fought. We're just keeping it a bean, dog. Like at the end of the day, had he never said nothing about jumping up in weight, we would never associated the nigga name with Ryan Garcia, and that's cool. You know, cool. We never really would associate his name with or really associate his name with Devin Haney. Okay, cool. They a couple weight classes apart. If he go to 35, you know, then eventually niggas gonna be like, hey, bro, we want to see bro versus Mason, Abdullah Mason or something like that, right? And Abdullah Mason would have got a little bit of a G pass because everybody like him and he young and all that type of shit. It's like Keyshawn Davis. These niggas the same type of nigga. And wait till they fall out. They the same nigga. They the same nigga, bro. Keyshawn talking about, I'll go to 47 and I'll fight Devin Haney. And guess what this nigga do? He already had the Naira Albright fight. And these niggas is the same type of mark ass niggas, dog. Same no father figure. You got to pardon nigga. These the same type of niggas, dog. They use cap to push the narrative. These niggas ain't about that life, bro. They talented, no doubt about it. I never take that away from them. They're talented. They're talented, no doubt about it. We ain't gonna take that away from them. But these niggas gonna be in their 30s and they finally gonna step up. Nobody told Keyshawn to go from 35, and he didn't even do shit at 35. He beat a small ass Dennis Barashnik. He didn't even do shit at 35. Let's keep it a bean. He didn't do shit at 35. And both these niggas got ran up out the division by Edwin De Los Santos. Like Shakur Stevenson, that shit ain't no. People act like he don't have no sweat on his resume. Bullshit. That De Los Santos fight really is a F on his report card, bro. It really is. Nigga fought like a bitch. So imagine he get up there and he fight bigger guys. How he gonna fight, bro? He just the nigga that's trying to milk it. He ain't no. I'm telling y'all, man, that nigga terrible, to be real with you. He talented, but the nigga scary, man. I done broke the film down. This nigga be throw a punch, and before he turn it over and commit to the punch, he already dodged. He already going into a fetal position to defend. Bro, ain't no dog, bro. I'm telling y'all, ain't no dog in that jersey, nigga, man. Ain't no dog in him. He need to be on that Joe Budden podcast with the rest of them leg crossing moist ass niggas. Ain't no dog in that cat right there, bro. Ain't no dog in that feline, right? Watch the nigga fight. This nigga be throwing punches and dodging punches at the same time, dog. Watch this nigga fight, dog. It's comical. Get the Patreon, bro. I'm telling you, I did that shit for T.O. The nigga is scary, bro. I'm like, why do you get into a contact sport if you don't want to fight, bro? That's why I don't get. This nigga be throwing a punch and he be dodging before he, like, dog, nigga, man. Like, come on, man. These niggas, man. To be on the pound for pound list, they gotta be an all-time great. They gotta be an entertainment value to it. And it ain't even like, it's not even like he's an entertaining fighter defensively like Pernell Whitaker or Willie Pep. It ain't even like he fun to watch defensively. And even, Pernell Whitaker walk your bitch ass down. That's a fact. Believe it or not, Pernell Whitaker took chances. And that's why he would hit the canvas, but he'd get up. You know what I'm saying? Pernell Whitaker take chances. But it was fun to watch Pernell, get low and no diddy and dodge punches and shit. This nigga born. This nigga be throwing punches and running at the same time. I never seen no shit like that. If y'all watch the Patreon breakdown, bro, you gonna laugh. I wasn't even trying to be funny, dog. He ain't him, bro. I keep telling y'all that, bro. He ain't him. He ain't them. He ain't they. He ain't the niggas around the corner. No. That's why. And any nigga that do shit like that, but y'all don't ask and know your way to. Now you want to play the race card, man. Now you want to play the black card. Get the fuck out of here, nigga. We been revoked your black card this way. If the Klan was stumping you out and pissing on your ass, nigga, I might get out and help them niggas. I might get out and help. You niggas are marked, bro. I keep telling y'all, man, just like, oh, well, y'all don't be asking a new way to do that. He didn't say I was gonna go up to 130 and fight Tank or no shit like that. Maybe his handlers did, but Tank ain't at 130 no more. But he ain't out here lobbying for sweet licks, for easy fights. You out here lobbying for easy fights. You trying to go fight Conor Benn and then go hide back down there. You been and knocked your bitch ass out. Hey, reverse your fake black ass nigga, fucking Rican ass nigga. They been to let that nigga Juice verse you, and I'ma laugh too. I'ma laugh too. Yup. They been to let that whole generation with him, Boots. Them niggas looking real. Them niggas looking real fishy right now, dog. And we talked about Boots the other day. Niggas, oh, you hate no Boots? Just let me know when I tell a lie. Just the same dude who was talking about I want to be undisputed. And then all of a sudden, T.O. come. Let's fight. Devin come, let's fight. Oh, I can't make the weight no more, and I gotta jump up and fight Lima Beamer and Lima Beamer. My pockets never, boy. Lima Beamer. Oh, I heard a nigga say he hate that song. I love that song. Beamer, Benz, and Bentley. That nigga had to fight Lima Beamer. It did. That nigga didn't want to fight Dev. That nigga didn't fight T.O. But I'm lying though. That's what I'm saying. They can always say I'm hating, but I'm lying. It's the same. Well, a new way. Like, man, shut your bitch ass up, nigga. A new way, but y'all don't ask a new way, and don't you start, man. As much Mexican and Brad ass that you didn't kiss, you was fucking a racist Maria, my nigga. Her family let you know about it, and you sit here defending that hoe. And then you shot the fade with her brother and sparred all her brothers and shit to get their respect. And then you fought the brother for the title, and you ain't even hurt the nigga. You spared, like, get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here, sock and bopper head ass niggas. Get out of here. Now you wanna kick knowledge. Now you wanna be a nigga. Now you don't ask a new way to and did shit you will never do in this sport, nigga. And Nui Wade and did shit you would never do in this sport. You trying to put your nose up fucking Bud Bussy and shit and trying to, oh yeah, the WBC. Now you they ain't gonna fuck with you. Now you got to go in there and put a thong on and put some high heels and put a WBC apron on and feed Mauricio Suleiman grapes and cook him some fucking tortillas and tortadas and shit to get back in his good graces. Get out of here, man. Get out of here. Get out of here, man. Nigga want to try to play the race card. Nah, man, that's exact the face I got. Man, I got more respect for this nigga Garfield, the coke sniffing cat. I got so much more respect for him because he know this nigga was on bullshit, dog. That's the realest shit I ever seen this nigga do, man. Tell this nigga, man, showbiz, I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna say your real name. This the realest shit you ever did, my nigga. You need to do more shit like this. Even this nigga didn't say, fuck the professional DAZN voice and the minstrel show shit. Let me let this nigga know he's a bitch ass nigga in my Riley Freeman voice. Like this nigga, like everybody know this nigga is a clown, dog. I hate to say that I do love to say that about this whole ass nigga. He's a clown, bro. That nigga ain't about shit, man. Hoes, nigga, bitches ain't nothing but hoes and tricks, man. Shit is a joke. This nigga, I'll go to 54 and take a bitch ass nigga for doing a rehydration clause and then hear this nigga go down the line. Oh yeah, Devin Haney ain't gotta do, man, Devin ain't gotta do shit. Nobody needs Shakur Stevenson. Maybe for a NyQuil commercial. Maybe for look how showbiz look at this nigga, dog. This nigga, he like this bitch ass nigga, man. Get off my line, man. He want to hit the drop button so bad, bro. Like, man, come on, man. Who put this nigga on my screen? This nigga talking like, oh, he was like, my last fight was so big. Man, nigga, they gave away tickets. Ain't nobody want to sponsor that shit. This nigga just was on Egner Belanga's undercard. This nigga was an undercard fighter. Come on, this nigga was the freshman team, not even a JV team. He said AJ definitely gets no hoe. You could tell a nigga be uneasy around the hoes. But hey, Julio was 65-0 and was fighting 0-1 Ramo or Barra. They fought. Hey, real talk. They said that he actually lost a fight that they erased. Remember they talk about how Bill Haney got a loss erased for Devin Haney. They never bring up the fact that, you know, they allegedly erased the loss for Julio Cesar Chavez, senior in Mexico, Ricky East 2459. What the fuck you add the 9 for? Nigga, you 6'9" ass nigga. The fuck is satisfaction. I don't know what you talking about. He said sucker shit. He refused to acknowledge that he'd go to 47-54 before anyone. Yeah, like come on. Nigga, Keisha culture, man. That nigga ain't nothing but a Keisha, man. You notice how they talk about Keyshawn talk about his father not being there, and Richard Hitchens talk about his father. This nigga don't never say nothing about his fucking deadbeat ass Cuban father and shit, whatever the fuck he is, Spanish father. Come on, they always want to attack black father, but never Hector and Brad, the real deadbeats. And Nuyue never asked. Nuyue is going to 26 at his next 2 fights. Peace. BXN is down, so damn bad with this BS. The more y'all go at Shakur, I'm exposed to the rest of them fraud buns. Respectfully, he said, until I get my get back. He said Shakur also told David Benavidez because go to heavyweight because he said fight. And then David Benavidez just said he opened a fight. Usyk. I'll drop that video at some point. He went left, Pistol Pete. He said, see this shit. He said, Lil Ben Apollo on the team, fam. He said he wished this was on himself. He said, and then the dude justified he can move to 54 because he sparred with Bud in the same clips. He said, you wild. He said, he Eminem moist mouthy. He said, you crossed the board though. You fair across the board where I like. He said, and not a paralegal either, pump faking. He said, but Ike still pushing ghost fights. What that mean? I don't know what that mean. Keyshawn needs to fight De Los Santos. Man, they both need to rerun the fade back with De Los Santos. But they won't. You know, Shakur was the one. You gonna take that fight, man? He hit so hard. He hit me so hard, I felt it in my pussy. He said, but 9-5 South Norfolk while the mother ninjas begging for fights. Yeah, I heard Norfolk. I heard Keyshawn sold out. Y'all ain't got shit to do with Norfolk, though. So Keyshawn can fuck y'all over again and pull out the day of the fight. Y'all ain't got shit to do in Norfolk. What y'all niggas do in Norfolk? Real talk. What's it doing in Norfolk? What they doing in Virginia, man? Y'all doing car shows. Ain't shit to do in Norfolk, Virginia. So shit, hell yeah, that bitch gonna sell out every time. He gotta be fresh for his picks, facts. They be doing in Norfolk, man. He said he just posting ghost fights. Cybo salute Shakur Bumbabot. Anyway, is going after the champions after his next 2 fights, which are a lot bigger than him. Meanwhile, Shakur Moore says keep trying to throw other people in front of them. Yeah, he said, damn, you be cooking poor Shakur. Man, nigga, he bitch. Nigga, ain't nothing lie about. I ain't gonna lie. Nigga, bitch, when he went on there with Aiden Ross. Nigga, shit. I don't think T.O.'s racist. Like, man, come on. You think I'm about to let that slide? Absolutely not. David got to do his in New York. David got to do this. New York got to do, but what he ain't did nothing in his career. That nigga ain't did shit. He ain't did shit. Nigga beat Joshua Padley, nigga. Nigga ain't did shit. But run his fucking trap. The nigga ain't did shit. Shit, bitch. Nigga ain't did shit. Shit, bitch. Nigga, man, he ain't did shit. Oh, okay. We gonna tackle T.O. for a second, and then we gonna close it out with that Zuffa deal, right? So apparently, you know, T.O. said the nigga effect. I mean, at the end of the day, he said the black effect is he said this, the O is the black effect. And at the end of the day, I don't really feel that way. I just think it's the Mayweather effect. You know, that's just my opinion on it. I feel like it's just the Mayweather effect because, you know, I think a lot of the fighters that came after Mayweather, you know, even non-black fighters that came after Mayweather, I think their whole thing was they just trying to emulate who was the top dog. So, I mean, you know, he clearly, you know, has a vendetta against black people. And one thing you notice about people like T.O. who has issues with black people and stuff like that is they want to be like that. He want to dress like us. He want to talk like us. He want to do the dances like us. And that's cool. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. Oh, yeah, that's what you got to understand about racism. Racism is literally it's jealousy, and a lot of times it's confused admiration. Real talk. That's all it's about. It's jealousy and it's confused admiration. That's all racism is about. You know, why do you think they get so jealous? Because, you know, a lot of time, I mean, and you can go outside of the realm of racism. Some people, you know, they be like, I don't like him. I don't like, you know why a lot of people don't like you when they don't even know you? You know, it's because they see qualities about you that they wish they had. That's what it is. You have people who got more money than you. You have people who got the cars that people dream to have. And their whole thing about it is you be like, damn, you know, why dude got an issue with me? You know, because they see a quality they wish you, especially if you're really good at social. If you're a really good social person and people like gravitate towards you, a lot of people don't like that because they don't have those social skills. They don't know how to communicate. They don't know how to be funny. They don't know how to be cool. You know what I'm saying? You got somebody that might be short, wish they was taller, and they just hate on taller motherfuckers. That's just what it really boiled down to. You got to remember that.
How do we call these other fighters greats and so on and so forth from the 80s, past down from the 70s, 60s, and so on and so forth? Even the early 2000s, how do we say that these guys were all great and this and that, and this guy's a legend and respected and all across the world, but yet they have so many losses?
Because they fought everyone.
So what change is different now?
The Floyd effect.
You mean the black effect?
The Floyd effect. To me, as a Brit,
how do we call these other
So he's right. It's the Floyd effect. It was no black effect because these other fighters that he's referring to are black, whether it was Joe Louis, whether it was Jack Johnson, whether it was Sonny Liston, whether it was Larry Holmes, Muhammad Ali, Joe Frazier, Marvin Hagler, Sugar Ray Robinson, Georgie Bitton, whether it was Carmen Basilio, Jake LaMotta, Jack Dempsey, Rocky Marciano. You can just go on and on. You know, you can just go on. Razor Riddick Bowe, Galata. Just some of the fighting, and all of them is great, but you know, they all lost. They all lost. You know, and I think going to the Floyd thing that's just what it is now. But to be honest, nobody lost like you lost, my nigga. And it's how you took your loss, especially versus George Camboso. But nobody lost like you. You literally got obliterated by Shakur Stevenson. It wasn't no letter of competitive can be associated with that fight on your end. That fight wasn't competitive a little bit. So, he can be mad all you want to. He just really, I won't even really want to categorize him as a true racist. I can't even categorize him as a true racist. This nigga just want to be black. He just want to be black, bro. That's all he want. He want to get traded to the black community. He want to be looked at like Kamala. I'm not really black, but the black people fuck with me. You know, he want to be a Kamala Harris ass nigga, man. He want to be black so bad. I want to be black. When what you going through, I want to be black. I want to be black with you. That's what he want to do, dog. He want to be black so bad. That's all it is. I wouldn't even call him a true racist. He want to be black. He want to be black so bad, bro. Want to dress black, be Honduran. I don't know what they doing. Be Honduran. Stop trying to get acknowledged from the black community. And that really ain't even no flex to get acknowledged from the black community, because the black community allow anybody to come celebrate. It ain't no gatekeeper in the black community. You know, remember you watched the Moondocks when they was talking about Thugnificent and them niggas, man, and he was saying, and they built a wall around the city to keep them niggas in. And in reality, that's a real thing. You know, but that's another story. That's another video topic for another day. You know, that's what people don't talk about, how they put every major city behind freeways. I was watching the brother, I forget his name, was a brother on Real Life Street Stars. And he was talking about, his name was Black Ryan or something, but he was talking about how every major city, you know, when it was populated by black people, how they use freeways to box them in so they basically can control you. You know, they basically can control you. And I was just thinking, I'm like, damn, you ain't lying about that. But another story for another day. But for him here, he ain't no true racist. Dog. That nigga want to be black, bro. Every day he look at his father, like, why you ain't black? He look at his father, why you ain't black? Why you couldn't go fuck a black woman? That's what it is, dog. And at the end of the day, these black fighters, they constantly give them a pass. I met some guys who grew up with them in the amateurs, and they constantly give them a pass. Oh, I don't really think he racist like this and this, that, and the third. And I would agree with him. I don't really think he racist. He just want to be black. He just really wish he can be black. And you know, for the most part, you know, it's sad that he can't articulate himself in a better way. It's just jealousy. Look at his eyes. And you know what's so funny? This is what a lot of people tend to do in the world when the world has problems. I put a skit on my story. It was I forget the comedian's name. I like him too. And he was basically talking about how, you know, white people like to blame black people for all the crime that goes on in America. And they talk about, use the word per capita, and they use all these fake fucking numbers and shit like this to blame black people for all the crime in America. But we already know who's the originator of crime in the world, right? We know the Arabs, they originated slavery, and we know, Brads and them in Europe, they were the most ruthless when people, were very meek and very graceful and showed them how to wash their ass and how to get to the chicken, right? But nonetheless, in his skit, he talks about how basically they blame black people for everything. And then this is pretty much what Teofimo Lopez is doing. Teofimo Lopez. He mad at black people because he ain't black. And if you want to sit there and be like, well, yeah, it is the Mayweather effect. And I say this again, I say this in the video when I did the video. And I was listening to Town, and he was saying that he ain't learned his lesson. He hasn't learned his lesson. That's what he said. He said he hasn't learned his lesson. And of course, he's never going to learn his lesson. I hate to tell y'all that, bro. He ain't going to never learn his lesson. His daddy getting beat up for saying the N-word. Right? However you want to, he's never going to learn his lesson. It's some people who can't take their L's. It's some people that just can't say, you know what? I got to eat this L. He's one of those people who can't eat the L's. But at the end of the day with him, I mean, you feel bad for a guy a little bit like that, because he can't be something that he really want to be. Don't be surprised if he don't try to do a blackface skit with Jake Paul, which you see Jake Paul ain't released that skit, did you? You see he ain't released that skit. You don't want Puerto Ricans and niggas on your ass. I'll tell you that right now. You don't want Puerto Ricans and niggas on your ass. Not both of them. Not both of them, brother. But that's all. I mean, he just want to be a brother, bro. That's all it is, dog. And when you really be around like other ethnic groups and shit, like all the brothers that travel outside the country, they know this. Anybody that even do some research about people that out the country, is it about to rain? I want to really watch this dog today, but I might have to wait till later because I think it's about to rain. He about to get a bath soon. And then I'm about to get rid of his ass. He can go with my mama. Because my neighbor and them, they get married. And I told them I watch their dog, but I don't want I want him in the apartment all day so he can kick it down here. He gonna be mad though. He gonna come back sniffing and shit like, hold on, is that my bitch on the curb? I'll tell you a funny story. When I got Miles, somebody wanted me to watch their dog and shit. So this one I had the crib when I stayed in Detroit, I had the crib. So I had 3 levels. Anybody that been to Detroit, y'all know the bungalows and shit. So I had 3 levels on my shit. And so I kept them separated. He was a puppy. The other dog was a puppy, but he was a big as fuck. His name was he was a lab German Shepherd mix. Nigga was big as fuck. So yeah, I'm watching, bro. So I'm like, we walking them together and shit. And I'm like, I think bro he ready to come upstairs. I bullshit you not, bro. I said, I think bro ready to come upstairs, right? He ready to come upstairs with us. So I'm like, so I let him upstairs. So I swear to God, this is when I followed out. Y'all know Miles like my first dog. My dad had dogs and shit, but this is my first dog. So Skunk come upstairs, he get the peeing, he get the sniffing, and he started peeing everywhere, right? So he just started peeing all over my shit. So Miles get up and start peeing over Skunk pee. So they pissing all over my fucking house, over each other shit. I said, oh, you got to get back to the basement, Broham. I said, Broham, you got to get back to the basement. But they ain't fight or nothing like that. So, I was like, Broham, y'all niggas got to go to the basement. That shit was like, I'm like, yeah. So I was sitting there, but my basement was nice at the time though. Like I had a full-time bed, carpet. My shit was nice. I had a bar. My shit was nice as fuck at the time, but that shit was funny as hell. So I didn't know too much about, 2 dogs being together, but they ain't fight. I just know if they fight, you got to go up their ass or some shit, or somebody got to get put down. Yeah, it was a pissing contest, my nigga. That shit was wild. Like I had to clean up my shit. I was mad as hell, bro. I was mad, but yeah, T.O. just want to be a brother, man. I mean, so but you can't even get mad at it, bro. I ain't even mad at him. He just want to be a brother. You know what I'm saying? Go get you a black woman. He ain't tough enough to handle no black woman, though. I tell you that shit, nigga. When shit, man, you deal with you deal with some of these bitches, dog. Woo, man. Some of these black women, boy, oh boy, you deal with them. The bigger the ass, the bigger the problems. All right, so then we got Conor Benn. Conor getting to the chili. Our nigga Conor getting to the chili. He getting to the chili. You can't get mad at Conor. He getting to the chili. So they signed brother Conor Benn and shit, man. And I'm gonna talk about this. I did release the video already. And I might release a couple more videos today. Hold on real quick. So, okay. I don't really care. I don't make money off live stream. So, let's play this one. So let's go. I did a video on this already. Y'all got any questions? I'm gonna wrap it up after this. I might be a little second though.
Conor and I just signed a new deal here after his 1-fight deal. We're excited to have him.
Yes, guys, I just signed a new multi-fight deal. I'm very, very excited about.
Well, that's a Tahoe or a Suburban. Man, them bitches 6 figures now, bro. Them bitches 6 figures now. It's crazy, dog. Like a Tahoe, a Suburban, and then the Escalad's $180. It's almost 200 grand. Crazy world we live in.
Our visions are aligned. Our goal remains the same: to get that world title. But more importantly, give people the fights that they want. Give people the mega fights. If you guys want it, you guys can get it.
We're ready to put on some big fights. Awesome. Really happy for you.
Man. Hell yeah, these motherfuckers. And then what's so funny, the older Suburbans and Tahoes are better than the new motherfuckers. So I don't really like, hey man, they make shit shitty, but then again, they charge them more for everything. The world the fuck we live in.
Hey, listen, I want to give people value for money. I want to give people the fights that they want. You ain't always going to have an unbelievable night in the office. Sometimes the styles don't suit, they don't match up. But ultimately, I feel like it changed with Mayweather when he come along and it was the undefeated record and everyone was scared of losing. Ultimately, I'd rather lose an exciting fight than win a boring fight. Because then it's like, did you even win?
Yeah.
You know, so for me, I just want to give people value for money. I want people to want to tune into a Conor Benn fight. Win, lose or draw. You know, I fight with my heart on my sleeve and they're getting everything I've got. I pour my soul into my fights and I give them every shot I have.
And I respect that. Like what he said, that's why I played that clip. I respect what he said because it's a consumer-based business. Your consumers run the business and people want to see exciting fights. People want to see classics. And he didn't say it was black people. He said it was Mayweather. It's Pacific. It wasn't specific to a group of black people. It was specific to Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? And then after Mayweather became a whole thing with everybody, right? And that's just, you know, when you the top dog, like Michael Jordan, like anybody remember Jordan, you know, the whole thing about Jordan was everybody started dressing like hooping like Jordan. Everybody started dressing like Jordan. Everybody started hooping like Jordan. I mean, that's just what it was. That's just what it was, you know? So, but, you know, to continue on, yeah, I mean, you know, the thing about it, they giving money to guys who, how can I say it? They giving money to guys that don't have the talent, you know, and that's one thing you seeing across the music entertainment board, bro. They trying to create, you know, comedians, super comedians. They trying to create actors and actresses. They're trying to create, you know, new writers and new directors. And guess what? It's not about who talented no more. And I say this all the time about America. America, it buries its best and its brightest, and it doesn't exploit them. We should be exploiting all the geniuses, all the naturally talented people. You know, and even when you go for a job, I didn't went out for jobs where they didn't told me I'm the best candidate, but they giving it to somebody else. And you can hear, you know, people talk about, you know, the crisis of DEI and, you know, how, black women's unemployment rate is dipping, but it's been a few of these months where, you know, it's, you know, black men's, you know, unemployment rate has been far less than their unemployment rate, and nobody raises any issue because that's what we've been dealing with from the beginning of integration, us being legalized to work. And, you know, just, you know, looking at everything with these situations, it's just not about talent no more. And then when you get that opportunity, especially when you're you know, when you tend to get these opportunities, the window is small. I mean, for Bud, let's talk about Terrence Crawford. Use him as an example. Terrence Crawford didn't have no room for error. Like, he had to knock niggas out, or he had to outclass them. If they didn't, they was going to take it from him. So that's one thing about, you know, his plight that he went through, that he had to be perfect. Even to his last fight, he had to be perfect. Even when he fought Errol Spence, he had to be perfect. Even when he fought Sean Porter, Ingus Velasquez, David or Jose Ben, like, he had to be perfect because they didn't want him there. And you could tell how they didn't want him here. The people that, you know, he made money with or made money for talk bad about him, Bob Arum. Oh, we lost money on him. We didn't. He's costing us too much money. But, you know, when Lomachenko lost them money, and I know for a fact they lost the money when he fought Toyota Corolla at the Staples Center, nobody said nothing. When Ryan Garcia lost money, they didn't say nothing in his last fight. And nobody bought the Barrios fight. So, like I said, you know, when you really see the double standards and you really see the racism at its best, that's just a microcosm of what, you know, a lot of black people is dealing with in America right now. A lot of black men, to be specific, when we get opportunities, dog, we don't have a huge window to get comfortable. We got to get to the chicken. We got to do the job. You know what I mean? And we can't do the job average. You have to be extraordinary. When they call you in to do a job, it's usually the job is fucked up. The task is all messed up. The accounts are all messed up. The money messed up. It's unorganized, and they expect for you to, you know, clean it up in a small period of time, get it together in a small period of time. Okay. And you get it together in you get it together, and guess what? You don't get the recognition. You still got to go ask for a proper raise. You know, you still gotta beg for promotion. They don't want to give you your recognition. You know, you don't get no awards. You get your recognition in silence. So it's just like when you kind of really dig into like this shit in America, they're trying to artificially build stars across the board. Imagine if they gave brothers the push that they giving Jake Paul. Imagine if they gave brothers the push they giving to Conor Benn. Real talented people, not just brothers. Imagine if they gave people that's talented the push. They wouldn't need a bigger push as you would need with Conor Benn, with Ryan Garcia, with some of these weak ass actors and actresses they got out here. But it's all about being controllable. It's all about, not questioning them, willing to sell your asshole and soul. Not, when you ask questions, they don't like that. I don't know if y'all watched The Wire. And when they was setting Michael up to kill Michael, and he was hit, and he caught Snoop in the car with the blicky, he said, "Why? I did everything y'all asked me to do. Why?" She said, "You asked too many questions." Same thing here. If you just go along with the get along, they're willing to cover your ass for steroids, for DV, everything they do, they're willing to cover you. But when you sell your soul as a human being, bro, this is why you see these dudes like Robin Williams end the way he end. This is why you see these dudes go crazy. This is why you see these dudes get cloned. When you sell your soul, at some point you got to remember you can't have short-term thinking. It's like, I put it to you this way. I'm gonna give you two examples of it when you do shit like that. Remember in the wood when he grabbed Alicia's ass and the day went by fast and Stacy, her brother, ran down and beat him up, how fast that day went by? Or remember when you was in school and you got rolled up and your parents gonna beat your ass when you get home? When you sell your soul, bro, when you sell your soul to the devil and you sell yourself out, that's how your fun go by fast. It's like when you simulate them 82 game season on 2K, the fun go by so fast. And when the day comes in for the devil to cash your soul in, it's a sad day because it ain't really worth it. You had your fun, it ain't worth it. Now you got to give him what he want. And by the time, you people watch him like, oh, this man, he or she living the best life. I wish I had that life. And at some point, you able to look into these people's eyes and their souls, and you see that it ain't shit there no more. All the money, all the cars, all the women they done ran through, all the Gucci bags. You look at them and they still look unhappy. And I remember Bud said he went to Africa and he said they were so poor, but they were so happy. When you take shortcuts in life, bro, it always shows. You take Ozempic, now they say they're breaking bones. When you cheat the process, it's always going to show. It's always going to show. So, what they trying to do is artificially, circumvent putting their biggest and best fighters in boxing. They trying to do what Hollywood doing. And I remember they just did the I forget what they call it, but it's like when the movie theaters have like they Comic-Con. It's like when they like showcase and when the president of Sony movies or whatever, he basically said the problem that the movies our theaters are having is the fact that it costs too much, right? So they blaming people not going to the movies on the cost. And I'm explaining how the movie. If got any questions, I'll answer them coming up, right? In the video, I'm explaining how they make their money because I don't know if everybody know that, but that's what they do in America. Accountability it always lies on the next party fault. The reason why the movies ain't really selling the way it's sold, it ain't because Netflix putting on good movies or at home movies. It's to the point where y'all not making movies that's worth it, because when you make a movie that's worth it, it's sold out. People go see movies. People spend money every day. People gonna talk about, oh, ain't no money, gas high. I see people out the Ford Garage every day. I see people at Cold Stone every day. I see people at the mall buying clothes and shoes. People spending money regardless. Okay? It's because the movies that y'all are making are not good. or you're not marketing the movies. And some of the best movies I seen last year, they didn't really get a huge marketing push. Kind of how we talk about how they don't really market fighters in boxing. Some of the best movies I seen last year, the one with my girl in there, Emma Stone. I think it was called Bugania. That was one of the best movies I seen last year. When I was talking about The Long Walk, that was one of the best movies I seen last year. It didn't really get a big marketing push. Nowhere near this what this Michael Jackson movie good or a Marvel movie was getting. I feel like Predator Badlands. That was one of the better movies I seen last year. It didn't get a big push. Like how they used to really market shit back in the day. It was another movie, Housemaid. You know, that was a great movie. With Sydney Sweeney and old girl from Mean Girls in it. I don't feel like they really marketing their movies the way. I mean, I say another one with the Glenn, what's his name in there? Running Man, the remake. That shit was good as fuck. But you know, like I said before, man, they not really marketing the way they market. But how movie theaters make their money is on consignment. Like anybody know consignment, the music game. Basically, you give them a bunch of your back in the day, a bunch of your CDs. And, you know, once they sell the CDs, they pay you for your CDs. Movie theaters, the same thing. You know, they gotta make, they put the movie on for free. Basically, the movie theaters give them their movies. You know, the numbers come out and then they pay the movie theater on the back end. So the real money that the movie theaters make is on the concessions, the liquor, stuff like that, selling, you know, popcorn buckets and all that, or memorabilia. That's how they make their money. That's why it's an upcharge in movies, because if they put a movie on in the theater and it don't hit, they don't get paid the money that they get paid on the back end. So y'all got to understand that they get paid on the back end. So it's on consignment. We going to show your movie on consignment. So that's why they upcharge for a bucket of popcorn. That's why a bucket of popcorn is $12. Now, if they want to change that, where a lot of these studios want to start fronting these movie theaters money up front, they can drop the concessions, because if you put the movie on and it don't sell well, guess who in the hole? Who got to still pay they employees, and the movie didn't sell well, and the theater and the company ain't at liberty to have to pay you shit. So people don't understand how money works or how businesses work. And I say it all the time. There's no excuse for us not knowing we got these fucking phones in our hand. It's cool to to get information, to have funny information, to have entertainment online. But at some point, every day you should be learning a few things new online. But that's why movie theaters cost them. I always support movie theaters. You know, I always support them. I love going to the movies. You know, if there's more skating arenas around, I would go there too. So I love doing stuff like that. Ain't nothing wrong with it. You know, people will spend, talk about how it's expensive to take their kids to the movies, but then their kids got on this Amiri Balenciaga. When I do my mentorship, man, these kids got $1,000 outfits on, $1,000 shoes on. Don't think it's no shortage of these motherfuckers getting money out here. I tell you that right now. They got all, real talk. You know, these parents, they going to the dispensary getting a pound of weed. Talking about they ain't got no money. You know, get out of here, man. Get out of here. Getting expensive ass car notes. Motherfuckers going to get Escalades and shit. And then when you start talking about the car gang, they get these cars, don't pay the car off, take the negative equity for the car and throw it on another $100,000 car. It's wild. You know what I'm saying? Instead of doing your research, and seeing what car hold its value and taking care of the car, and then once you take care of the car, when you turn the car in, you got positive equity, or you don't have that much negative. It's just that people don't understand how money works. They go buy houses and don't understand getting a locked-in interest rate. They don't get the locked-in interest rate, and they complain about the system. No, the system is the system. This was the way it was. This was the way it was when you did it. That's why you got to research before you buy houses, you buy cars. You know what I'm saying? before you go buy them Usher and Chris Brown tickets. You got to do research. Oh, these some cheap tickets. Next thing you know, you sitting up there with the fucking pigeons trying to watch the concert. There ain't no reason why we ain't researching people. We don't have to go get encyclopedias no more or go to the library to retain the information. No. There's too many people you can rely on. There's too many people you can just pay a couple dollars and ask them. You know, every once in a while you go to the dealership, or you might get a broker, or you might get a, on the CPA or somebody you might find whatever. And they might give you the game. You know, they might give you the game. I remember I got my whip, man. Like, I've been having my whip for a long ass time. And the guy told me, next time you come buy a whip, I'm gonna tell you, this is what you need to do. He was a brother. And I was gonna go buy another car from him, but he ain't no longer there. But he gave me the game, brother to brother. But every once in a while, you come across some real niggas like that. But, I'm gonna close it out. But you got any questions, I answer them. But in boxing, bro, they trying to do what Hollywood doing, and it ain't working. They're trying to artificially build guys into superstars. That's what they trying to do. And I know, y'all got to peep it. But if they just gave, and this is an American thing, and I don't know about outside the country, but if they just gave the best fighters the best push, they wouldn't have to put as many promotional dollars. They wouldn't have to put in as much work. A little bit of push behind Crawford, he could have been one of the best things smoking in boxing. He could have been one of the greatest promoted fighters. But no, instead of promoting them, guess what they did? They tried to not promote him. They tried their best not to promote him. So they deem who they want to push and promote, and then the guys that are the biggest and brightest in the sport, you know what they do to them? What do they do to them? They talk bad of, we lost this much money, or it ain't go. That's what they do. It's a crazy world we live in, bro. Real crazy world we live in. And a lot of times it ain't even a black or white thing, bro. It's just who they like and who they can control, because Conor Benn is black. It's who they like and who they can control. Send a ninja to war. I mean, yeah, of course, man, dog, I was watching and I ain't a whole ass nigga, because I ain't even gonna bring this into y'all world. But I don't know how true it was. They said that Netflix had picked up the documentary for the Thailand war. So I read a little bit that Thailand was going to war. This pre-workout got a cloud on my head. That shit was strong that day. That caffeine rush. But they were saying Thailand having an issue with Cambodia, so they was doing this. I don't know if it was real. You know how AI is. They was doing this drafting. They was drafting men from 18 to 29. You can volunteer for the war and get a shorter term and get paid and get stipends, or they make you pull out the bat, or you got to do a 2-year term. And if you pull red, you got to do 2-year service. You pull black, you get exempt. And it was crazy. A lot of dudes was like, but I feel like everybody in America, some women that want to do it, I think we all should have military training in our school system. I think when these kids get out to 5th grade, I say this all the time, I think the women, if they want to, they should go to charm school, learn how to be a woman, how to be a wife, how to be a homemaker, and still have the curriculum as far as being, for scholars. And for the boys, they should go to military, and the girls that want, they go military training. They should go military training with English, math, and all that. They should be on military training. Real talk, I feel like that's the way it should be. Load a gun, shoot a gun, clean a gun, push-ups, sit-ups, all that type of shit. Running, jogging, all that. That's the way it should be. The art of war, strategy. And then once they get done with 6th, 7th, 8th grade, then I think if they grades permitted, they should go be a scholar. They should be prepared to go to college. The knuckleheads who grades still ain't permitted, they should be able to go the military route. The other guys, maybe they want to go be electricians, plumbers, or whatever they want to do trade wise, they should be able to go their route. Still give them, curriculum, English, math, the way they need, but they should be specialized. Go down for women. They want to go the military route, cool. They want to go the scholar route, cool. They want to go the trade route, cool. Shit like that. That's the way it should be. You wouldn't have no too many fat, out of shape, bad people. No. You'll find some people who like the military. Some people like the military. That structure was some of the best thing that happened to some of these dudes. He said, for cracking him baby mama. Yeah, niggas mad because the brother was cracking his baby mama. Man, look here, all of us men who been in the field, everybody bitched and cheated on them. Even the chick that you fucking with, like you just cracking, but and she move on and find a boyfriend or somebody better. That shit, it irk your soul a little bit, bro. Like niggas ain't gonna admit that shit. Even the chick you didn't care nothing about, your ugly duckling that's at the bottom of your squad. When they move on and find a nigga, that kind of tickle your soul a little bit. Tell me I'm lying. She's spending that alimony money while he getting and then you had the situation where his family told him. I say this: men know other good men, and women know bitches that ain't worth shit. And his sisters told him that bitch wasn't worth shit. But hey, sometimes that box so good, bro. He said at least he put Ken Bozos down. Yeah, a lot of racists want to be black. All of them want to be black. All of them want to be black. All racists want to be black, bro. It ain't no hatred for black people, bro. They want to be black. I keep telling y'all that. All of them. And then the ones that don't want to be black, it's a misunderstanding. I think all of them do, to be honest with you. That's why they want to fully exterminate us. Said T.O. jealous of Cardi B for you all. Said T.O. fought not 25% heart function against Bozo, according to man. Okay. His daddy need to put that white girl down. Chuck salute. He said a pissing contest. He said that's that young Alpo paid in full. He said we living in the last day. I mean, they've been saying that for a long time. I think God reset the planet. This nigga Miles over here knocked out. He living his best life. When I hit him with that spray gun in a motherfucking pet bath, I don't know if I'm gonna wash him today. Dealing with that shit right now at my job. Gave my baby mama a band and she not trying to help. Can't even get help from my own mom. This single life I'm living, I'm gonna keep it. Yeah, you got to, bro. That's a fact. Ain't nobody coming to help you, bro. Ain't nobody coming to help you, dog. But as soon as you, that's why if you get it, you get your bread up. Don't tell nobody, bro. Don't tell nobody. I don't tell nobody where I live at, what I got. Because when you going through something, ain't nobody trying to help you. But as soon as you get sick or you die, everybody, I wish he would have said. Nobody be trying to help you, bro. As a brother, man, you just got to figure it out. They don't give fucks, but no, they don't. I keep telling people that, dog. But everybody want to put their problems on you. But as soon as you need a favor, it could be as simple as letting your dog out. It could be simple. I just need somebody to come clean the crib real quick. You know what I'm saying? I pay a couple of. Nope. People lost out. And it's sad it is, bro. That's why you got to get people to care about you. He said a Running Man was a good ass movie. Yeah, it was. That remake was better than the original. But the remake was more book accurate though. So I'll be working 24/7, still come home, lift weights, box, run. These folks in my apartment convo niggas be looking at me like I'm wrong. They happy where they at, bro. Happy where they at. Happy with Eddie Hearn too. On God, Eddie Hearn out here clapping on fighters' cheek. Man, he clapped the wrong chick's cheeks. So I'd have clapped that what her name? Ingrid Bridges' chick. Oh man, Eddie probably hit that too though. Eddie be out here. Eddie on the road all the time. Eddie wife probably letting AJ hit that shit. He said, I don't like women. I don't care, AJ. I don't care. Yeah, he was messing with Scott Nicholson. Yeah, what she look like? Hold on. Let's see what she look like. I think I heard the women fought last night. I ain't care. I don't get hell. I like Alicia Baumgartner. Man, I heard she had a debatable with Chun Li. I can't wait till they come out with that Street Fighter. Mortal Kombat come out May 8th. Michael Jackson movie come out next week. The Mandalorian. Got some good movies coming out. So yeah. Scott pretty. It ain't, but hey, she ain't like old girl. Old girl got that body on her ass, boy. Hold on. Let me see. Somebody trying to get me to go to a kid birthday party. I'm like, I can't even do it today. I will cash app. I don't know, man. Chrome be tripping, bro. I'm don't even worry, but I want to pull her up, but it's Chrome tripping. Let me get out of here, man. Alicia needs to fight the boys. Yeah, their whole family can fight. I seen a documentary on her, the little brother. All them niggas can fight. Hell yeah. I seen a documentary before when she was a teenager. Yeah, when the boys was coming up. Yeah, the little nigga can fight too. Whole family can fight. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I seen old girl got stopped in the heavyweight fight. They parked that hoe. Alicia Bumgardner. Yeah, I met her. I got an interview with her. I met her. Yep, met her moms, everybody. Like, she cool as hell. Like, I ain't got nothing bad to say about her. She cool to the motherfuckers. She pretty in person too. Hell yeah, she pretty in person too. But tell Natasha Jones, I said, I'm coming to UK to watch her fight. I know she ain't got no husband. I'm trying to smack. I'm trying to smack. Let me stop. Appreciate y'all. Let me get out of here. Peace.